pretty much most of the meat and potatoes going on around the league right
Taylor
now.
Horton Tucker, 3 years, $32 million. Yeah, let's.
Yeah. You forgot. This for Nipsey. It's for my nigga Nipsey.
Hold on. Say that again.
Taylor Horton Tucker, 3 years, $32 million. You know,
right? He's re-signing with the Lakers. And this happened before free agency, but also I don't think we did on the last episode. Westbrook is now also with the Lakers.
It's for my nigga Nipsey.
I think that may have happened before after we shot last week's episode. And also with Wayne Ellington, Dwight Howard, Kent Bazemore, and Trevor Ariza, all are with the Lakers now on a 1-year deal, and they all previously played with the Lakers before, early on in their careers. So yeah, man. I pretty much know where this conversation is gonna go. So y'all take it away.
Yeah, man. So first things, completely first, I want to say this. Lakers being healthy, and really, even if some role players get hurt, we still will be okay because that's how deep our bench is now. After today's haul by Rob Pelinka, who by the way, man, and let's dwell on him for a little while. Rob Pelinka has been GMing his ass off since he got this job. People were skeptical at first of him even getting the position over other candidates that they deemed worthy.
Right.
But he has shown himself to be one of the better GMs in the league, more than competent to say the least. So I do want to give a big shout out to Rob Pelinka, but we all know who's really masterminding this shit, man. LeBron, Devontae, James. That's not his middle name, y'all, but y'all. You know,
it went though. It flowed.
Man, come on, man. And come on, this got LeBron James written all over it, man. Just signings. A lot of former Lakers coming home to try to, win one more. One last
as well.
Absolutely, right? We got the reunion, or not even reunion, rather, but if you want to think about it in the Olympic sense, the reunion of, Bron and Melo, though a later duration, I still do believe, with that addition, formidable front court to say the very least. He is the modern version of what, the NBA wants in a stretch four. I think Jason Tatum fitting that mold perfectly, but one could argue Jason Tatum could also play the three very seamlessly as well, though Boston uses him as the four. It's just the Lakers, man, they'll win the championship. I just think.
I just want to interject real quick. So with the Laker deal, what went into the Lakers getting Westbrook was they gave the Wizards Caldwell Pope, Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, and their 22nd first round
pick. Yeah. We didn't really give up shit. So we gave up somebody who really didn't have the room to grow and blossom into the player whom I feel like they will, which that being Kyle Kuzma. He was more so hampered the style of play that he plays. He's a scoring forward, and there just aren't that many opportunities for him to consistently do that. I think he'll be better wherever he ends up. I don't know if the Wizards are looking into trading him. There was some rumors around that. But, man, they were looking at Taylor Horton Tucker, like guy just mentioned. He's shown himself to be a 6'7" guard / forward who can, play and step right into that Kyle Kuzma role. And one could even thrive in it. I don't think that's laughable at all, because I think it
is laughable. He's way better than Kyle Kuzma.
Exactly. I was going to say he's more skilled than Kyle Kuzma at this particular point in his career. This video might age poorly if Kyle Kuzma keeps progressing, but as it stands today, August 3rd, 2021, Taylor Horton Tucker, I think, is a better player than Kyle Kuzma. That is not a stretch to say at all, but I just think the Lakers altogether are well put together from top to bottom.
If he ain't better, he's more consistent.
And then let's shout out to Malik Monk, man. The guy was a 5-star recruit out of high school, played at Kentucky. Didn't really get the shine that I felt like he deserved while on the Charlotte Hornets, being that they were a guard-heavy team at the time. He was a part of it. But, man, the dude is like a baby JR, can shoot the ball from three, shot 40% last year. And if you ain't careful, he'll sneak by you and boom on you. Pause for sure. Like he definitely like that. I think he'll have that opportunity, especially playing for a championship team, man. I think the Lakers did a hell of a job in free agency. But I'll say this, Patty Mills did go to the Nets, and I was very disappointed that they end up getting him. But like I said, I believe the Lakers will be they'll be champions this year, health permitting.
I'll say this and I'll like toss it back to y'all. So do I believe in LeBron James to make all this work? Yes, I do. I have that faith in LeBron James. If you give him all of this and he don't have to like shoulder the burden of like, damn, Anthony Davis hurt, like, oh, Westbrook, okay, cool, bet. All right, take your time, go sit out, do what you need to do, AD. We good. So I understand like that aspect of it and it being like a big bonus for the Lakers and like LeBron James. But like the entire roster that they got may make moves going into the trade deadline once the season started or whatever, right? Like I look at this just trying to play devil's advocate. It's like, yeah, you got all these players, but like as the season goes on, like you're trying to find your rotation and like this roster that you're like killing and making so much noise with eventually comes down to this, and maybe you have a 9-man rotation because all these players aren't going to play at the same time. Maybe some guys get opportunities because of injury, whatever the case may be. So yes, I believe in LeBron James, and like who's going to argue, you have a rotation of like LeBron James, Westbrook, and AD. Like we're not even going to talk about like how we expect Melo to flourish far more than he did in Portland. But like I just like I don't know what's his name? What's the head coach? I can't think of the head coach. Frank Vogel. Like I don't
do it
know.
to yourself. Don't do it to yourself.
I don't know. I don't know what lineups are going to come out of like however training camps may go and whoever he may tend to favor or like more out on the court. So while, yes, I believe in LeBron James to make do with what he has, I don't know if Frank Vogel will find favor in championship rotations. But again, I'm prefacing that by saying I know who really cares much about a rotation and a bench when, AD, LeBron, and Westbrook. Like, go figure. But I'm just saying, in terms of team ball, building together, chemistry flowing, having an offense that's fluid, I don't know if rotations may get in the way of like you thinking, all right, now we got all these blockbuster guys to make headlines, but as that rotation tends to shrink, like what does that look like for the Lakers? Competing with everybody else around the league.
They have a lot of trial and error
that's
role players, bro. A lot of those players that they have are trial and error role players. They tried to do too much and they figured out this is my role and I'm ready to win. So that's why I even jumped on the bandwagon. I'm like, I got all the right kind of role players that don't question what they are. They already established. I am who I am. I'm going to do it.
What they came to do. You came here on a 1-year, 2-year deal, brother. You knew what this is, and you know what this was. Like, I'm trying to know. So this is a championship.
To your point, bro. What makes you? I feel like. I guess I gotta ask you, what makes you not trust Frank Vogel with components?
Say that again.
What makes you not trust Frank Vogel with components?
And also, the Lakers did pick up Kendrick Nunn, unrestricted free agent from the Heat, who is also an undrafted player as well, who's actually a great addition. And
I'm not saying you're wrong.
They signed Mac McClung, Texas Tech.
But see, Isaac, though, right? So you're naming all those players, and my only thing is like all them dudes not gonna be playing at the same time.
Yeah, I'm just talking about a summer league player. He's not even gonna make the active rotation.
Well, yeah, make the active roster or whatever. So like, I'm just saying, like,
shit, he might if he keeps showing up like this.
But I'm just saying, like, it's a 15. Okay. LeBron, AD, Melo, Ariza, Ellington, Gasol, Howard, Bazemore, Nunn, Monk, Horton Tucker. Like that's 15 guys I just named, not even mentioning the rest of it, because that's maybe like 18, 20, or maybe 18 guys on a 12-man roster. and then it's even going to shrink furthermore to maybe like a 9-man rotation.
I ain't gonna lie, all them names you named, that wasn't just 15 players just now, but go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-man roster.
I
just say,
bro, Edward, I get where you coming from, bro. I fuck with it all the way.
We deep, bro.
This is what I'm saying. How I feel is we're talking about someone, because me and Ozzy just talked about it. We talk about somebody who took out Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee to play small ball with the fucking Rockets. Worked his rotation. We're talking about
willing
somebody
to acquiesce and do actually play with different lineups.
He's a good enough coach to have LeBron as his player. Like Phil Jackson was still that much above Kobe Bryant to where he still kind of had to listen to him. Frank Vogel would be that coach out of all the coaches in the NBA. Will still have that one little, I got this on you, LeBron. I got this one little coaching thing on you. Well, you still got to listen to me, and you still got to go with my flow and my rotations. It's been like that since Frank Vogel has got to LA. Frank Vogel ain't never had no mishaps with his rotation. It's LeBron got hurt, AD got hurt, KCP not making shots, Alex Caruso not making shots, Kyle Kuzma, what the fuck are you doing? It's never been Frank Vogel with the components. Once you give Frank Vogel the components, i.e. a Roy Hibbert and a Paul George, they're going to take Miami to 7 games. So, Frank Vogel is good, bro. Just give him the components. Give him niggas that don't get injured, and we get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, that's why I'm excited. I'm not excited about the pieces, the names. I'm excited about LeBron being like Russell Westbrook, bring it back as stop shooting those fucking threes, nigga.
But I just feel like it goes back. I mean, you kind of going against your own earlier point. Like, we got this deep team so we can go and try different rotations and pieces for different teams that give us different problems matchup wise. So we really can match up with anybody. If we need to roll out an entire lineup of just shooters, we could.
We need to have the right person doing that, though.
I think we do. You just mentioned that he's willing to go, 10 to 12 men deep in a playoff situation to kind of figure out what.
This is like the Miami Heat.
I mean, the championship team, they was deep as hell. Like, he did pick his poison with, all the players he had. Yeah. So like Isaac said, he's caught up in the names. I don't really care about the names. Not that the names don't deserve respect or have attitude. I'm just wrapped up in like the X's and O's and like him finding and figuring out what their rotation is going to be when he needs to win a game.
If they're going to fucking tear through the NBA,